Hey folks, it's Brian with BG Model Workshop, and we have another final in store for you today. We finished the MPC Rescue Blazer. Thank you very much for all the kind comments on the previous update for this video. And yes, K5 was the word I was looking for this vehicle. So thank you very much, Doug, over at Hensley's Hobbies. That was a big help. Excuse me. Apparently, I was having a memory systems failure. I was pulling up error code 404, file not found on that one. But here we go. We got the Rescue Blazer all done. We switched it up to a surf rescue vehicle with homemade decals. And we're going to find little BG here. Where are you? There you are. So we did, these are homemade decals here. A lot of fun to do. We switched up the antenna. We just used a piece of wire, and the light bar up here is supposed to have a couple of side lights. I didn't really care for those. This is a very flimsy little tab anyway. It was broken in the box, so I just glued it on at an angle and used that as a place to tuck in my antenna wire. So I thought that would work out pretty good. Keeps me from poking myself in the eye whenever I get close to the model. Which hasn't happened yet, but there's always the fear of it. I also added a spotlight up here on the front, on the hood. I just thought that would be a little bit more of a visual interest. I know spotlights are usually supposed to go in the A pillar here, but drilling through that, and then the transparency, which apparently is about 1.5 inches thick. It's pretty thick stuff. Drilling through the transparency. I don't know if you guys have a lot of success drilling through the transparent plastic, but it's very easy to crack or splinter that stuff because of how brittle it is. But that's just the inherent quality of transparent plastic, something to do with the molecular construction and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's all sciencey stuff and kind of boring. Moving on to the artistic-y fun stuff. I did use the kit wheels and tires. I just did a dull coat over all the chrome, so just to bring it down a little bit because it was a little too toy-like. So we went over all the wheels with just a little bit of white acrylic paint to try and bring out the lettering, which doesn't look too bad. The overall body color is actually pearl white by Tamiya. I think that has a nice contrast with the vehicle itself, kind of a special looking deal. We just kind of cheated and did Sharpie on the lights and the side markers and turn signals. We did have a little trouble with our decals. They were a little on the brittle side. After we got them laid down, they did start to peel and chip a little bit, so I did a coat of Future over the entire vehicle. And got a couple little dinky specks of dust here and there, but otherwise doesn't look too bad at all. And the Future didn't bother the homemade decals at all, so that was nice. I did not highlight the Chevy logo in the back here. I was just getting kind of tired of working on this thing because I spent most of my time just, I don't know, fixing things, you know. It's something about these snap together kits. It really seems like they use a different type of styrene where things just seem to be a little more brittle, a little bit harder to deal with, easily broken. So when I guess they say a snap kit, they mean that you're going to snap pieces off of it very easily. In the previous episode for this one, we did show you the rescue accoutrement that we put in the back. And it is a little difficult to see that now, but we'll try and get a closer view here. Watch out for those surfboards that are coming around. Yeah, I can get a little view in there. So I was toying with the idea of possibly pulling out, you know, cutting the rear window open, and then again, it was no situation of that brittle, that plastic is so thick and brittle that it's not going to go well. I can guarantee it. But we did do a little bit of a surfboard rack up on top. We'll pan up here, take a peek up there. We pilfered some pieces from the, these are the wooden stake sides that are supposed to go on the blue Bandito kit. And then I just added some strapping up there, and then did the Charlie Mac, was that surgical gauze or something like that, surgical tape. Let me see here. I think I have some of it handy. Where are you? Yeah, this stuff by 3M. Yeah, it's got that fabricy, it's fabricy tape. So just hit that with an orange marker, colored it up, cut it to fit, and it's stuck on there so well that I can't move them because you're going to peel the decals off the surfboards. Don't. But as you know, it's cool. I don't mind. They're on there good. They're good enough. This is mostly an experiment on making homemade decals and just kind of goofing around a little bit. So as far as experiments go, it's a success. As far as taking this to shows, oh no, 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 no. This is going to be a shelf queen. But I do have, our model group is doing a thing tonight. We have a meeting tonight, and the theme is rescue or emergency vehicles. So I will be taking this one to the meeting. So we'll see how the guys comment on that. I might get a lot of razzing because it's not a true rescue vehicle, but we'll see. We'll see. Most of the guys don't even bring stuff, so it is what it is. Yeah, there we go. Also want to say thank you to Rob over at Rob's Model Addiction. Sir, we've got the model in. Came in a couple days ago. I apologize about not being able to do a video earlier about it, but this is a beautiful kit. I have seen it in the stores. I've been eyeballing it, and now that it's actually here, I am very excited about doing this, especially since it's a 1/20th scale, and I've not built something of that scale size before in a little while, so it's kind of cool. So again, thank you, Mr. Rob. Appreciate that greatly. All right, guys and girls, that's it for now. We're going to well, it's already 98 degrees outside, and it's only 9 a.m. So the yard work that I had planned for today might have to wait until tomorrow. So perhaps we'll just get on to the next project, which is the build for my cousin Bradley, his Mercedes 450 SL. So stay tuned for that. We'll have some updates coming up shortly for that. Everybody have a great rest of your week. We'll talk to you a little bit later on, and take care. Bye now.